everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to send thank you emails automatically after a Google Lead Ads submission. So I'm an owner of a digital marketing agency business and I promote my business using Google Ads. Over here, whenever by the potential customers or clients a lead is generated, towards the lead I want to send a thank you email because I want to thank them for showing interest in my services. And doing that manually is a very time consuming and a hectic process because I receive multiple leads every single day. So for this, I have created an automation between Google Ads and Gmail without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Now, whenever by the potential customers or clients a new lead is going to be generated, automatically towards the lead and email, a thank you email is going to be forwarded. So now if you want to learn this entire process step by step, for that, you have to come to me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So I'm an owner of a digital marketing agency business and I use Google Ads to capture high quality leads directly from search results. And I use Gmail to instantly send thank you emails to every new lead generated. This not only creates a great first impression but also helps me to keep the lead engaged by sharing next steps or additional resources automatically. And I'm going to create the connection between Google Ads leads and Gmail with the help of Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you. But before creating this amazing automation, I want to tell you about our Pabbly community. Pabbly community is an exclusive space that is going to help you to get the access of real-time updates. You can not only get help from our team members but also the fellow users. So go ahead and join our Pabbly community today. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description box below. Let us get back of creating this amazing automation. So after coming towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, you will find two options. So after coming to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, you are going to find two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. And then you're going to find the All Pabbly Apps section in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides. From which, as we are using Pabbly Connect, so I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now to create a new automation in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a new workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner. After that, you will find two options of building the workflow. One is the new beta way, other one is the old classic method. So what I'm going to do is, for creating this workflow, I'm going to use the old classic method in this video. So I'm going to select this option. Firstly, it is asking for my workflow name. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Send Thank You Emails Automatically After Google Ads Submission. Okay, this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the workflows folder, and then I'm going to click on this create button right over here. As I've done that, a new workflow is going to be created in our Pabbly Connect account. And you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up a trigger step first, in which for my trigger application, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select over here as Google Ads. As whenever using Google Ads campaign, a lead is going to be generated, I want the trigger should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected over here as Google Ads, and the trigger event is going to be new lead form entry. Okay. After that, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now, using the unique webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, I'm going to build a connection between Google Ads and Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here and open my Google Ads campaign that I'm creating. Okay, so this is the lead form that I have using which I'm going to collect my potential customers or clients, that is my leads data. Okay, I'm collecting their first name, last name, email and the phone number. This is a test campaign that I've created. I am not running any live campaign right now using Google Ads. So I'm going to just show you the steps that you have to follow in order to connect your Google Ads lead form with Pabbly Connect. Okay. After selecting all the required fields that you want in your lead form, you have to further scroll down right over here and go to this option that is lead delivery option right here, in which you will find the webhook integration right here. Okay. Firstly, it is asking for the webhook URL, for which I'm going to paste the webhook URL in this field, okay? And then it is asking for the key. In the help desk over here, it says to enter the key, we have to enter it after this send webhook data slash. This is going to be the key. So what is my key? If I'm going to enter the exact webhook URL right over here, I'm going to erase this existing data till this data slash right here. This is the key, okay? After entering the webhook URL and the key, I'm going to click on this send test data button right over here. Why am I sending a test data? Because I'm not running any live campaign, so I will use the test data in my workflow, okay? And you also have to click on this send test data to check whether this webhook URL is successfully working or not, okay? So as you can see, I forwarded the test data right over here. So I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, and yes, you can see right over here, the response has been captured in my trigger right here. You can see right over here in the response, we have received the dummy mobile number. As this is the test data, we have received the test data. This is the test email address. The first name is right over here. This is the test data. Last name is also the test data with all the other details. Okay. So as now the response has been captured over here in my trigger, the test data, this means this webhook URL is successfully working. Now, if you want to apply this webhook URL in the campaign that you are creating, after adding and testing right over here, simply click on this apply button right here and your URL is going to be successfully added. And next time, whenever by the potential customers or clients using this lead form, a lead is going to be generated, this trigger is exactly going to capture the response in the same manner that we have received our test response. Okay. So now after setting up our trigger step, what we want is we want to send this lead a thank you email. Now for sending the thank you email, I'm going to use Gmail. So let's set up our action step, in which from action application, I'm going to select over here as Gmail as my action application. Action event over here is going to be send email v1, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, then click on this connect with Gmail button right here. Then it is asking for us to choose an account. Which account are we connected to Pabbly Connect? This is the account, I'm going to select it. And then it is asking for the permission for this account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right here. As I've done that, you can see Gmail has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. Firstly, over here it is asking for the recipient email address. To whom are we sending the email to? So now for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step, that is the lead's data, is going to appear. And as towards this email address of our lead, we are sending the email. So I'm going to select the data of the email address of my lead from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data, okay? After that, it is asking for the CC and the BCC, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part, okay? Next, it is asking for the sender's name. So with the sender's name over here, I'm going to write it as Team Bright Reach Marketing, okay? This is the name of my business. Next, it is asking for the email subject. So for the subject, So for the subject of my email, I'm going to write it as, so this is the subject of my email. Thanks for showing interest in Bright Reach Marketing. Okay. After entering the subject, it is asking for the reply to, which I do not require. So I'm going to skip the part. For the email content type, I'm writing this email content in HTML format. So I'm going to select the email content type as HTML. But if you're writing the body in plain format, select the option plain from here. Okay. For the email content over here, as I'm writing the email in an HTML body to make my email look more attractive, I'm going to write the email over here as, so this is the email content that I have. You can see right over here. Okay, this is the entire HTML body. In this email, it is asking for my lead's name. So I'm going to map the date of the lead's name over here in this field. So over here, this is the first name. I'm going to map the date of the string value, space. I'm going to map the date of the last name string value. Okay. Then it is asking for all these details which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. And over here for the website, I'm going to enter the website of Pabbly just for the test right over here. So I'm going to enter that. Okay. After that, it is asking for the file name and the attachment which I do not require. So I'm going to skip the part and simply click on the Save and Send Test Request button right here. As I've done that, I have received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my Gmail account and check whether I have received a new email or not. For that, I'm going to open my Gmail account. And yes, you can see right over here, I have received the email. Thanks for showing interest in Bright Reach Marketing. You can see right over here. This is thank you for showing interest email. For hello, first name, last name, the name of the lead is right here. We appreciate you. You can see this is the body that was written. And this is the button using which the lead can directly go to the website that you're going to add right over here. Okay. So this is how I have received the email with the help of the HTML format that we have entered. And as we have received the email, that means the lead has received the email successfully. This means that we have now successfully built a connection between Google Ads and Gmail using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, now whenever by the potential customers or clients, a lead is going to be generated using Google Ads lead form, the trigger Google Ads new lead form entry is going to capture the response of that. And as soon as the response is going to be captured of our lead details, automatically towards lead, a thank you email is going to be forwarded for showing interest in my services using Gmail sent email V1. And in this manner, I have built the connection between these two applications without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.